Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. And today's video is when you're in a forced marriage with Katsuki, who is a CEO, and you're the daughter of a CEO yourself. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. The penthouse apartment truly has the best view in the world, but you barely notice it. 3 months of marriage, and Katsuki Bakugou still looks at you like you're an unwelcome house guest, rather than his wife. I'm heading to the office, he announces, not looking up from his phone as he adjusts his tie in the hallway mirror. You glance up from your coffee. It's Saturday, and I thought maybe we could. Don't. His crimson eyes finally meet yours, sharp and cold. Whatever domestic fantasy you're cooking up, I'm not interested. This arrangement is business, and that's it. The door slams before you can respond, rattling the expensive artwork on the walls. You sit in the silence, stirring your coffee long after it's gone cold. This is your life now, a beautiful cage, shared with someone who despises your very existence. Your father's company needed the merger with Bakugou Enterprises. His parents wanted him to settle down. You were the convenient solution to both problems. Monday morning, you try again. You wake up early in the morning to make breakfast. Nothing fancy, just eggs and toast. Coffee the way you've noticed that he takes it. Black, 2 sugars, though he'd never told you directly. Bakugou enters the kitchen, stops short. What is this? Breakfast, you say, aiming for casual. I made extra. He stares at the plate like it might explode. I eat at the office. Katsuki, don't call me that. We're not friends. We're barely colleagues. So stop trying to play house. The door slams again. You eat alone, forcing down the eggs that taste like paste. Wednesday, you have flowers delivered to his office. Nothing romantic, just a tasteful arrangement with a note. Hope your presentation goes well. And then your name. He texts you exactly once. Stop wasting money on stupid shit. You delete the message, but can't quite delete the sting. Friday night, you're curled up on the couch with a book when he comes home late. He's loosened his tie, and there's exhaustion in the set of his shoulders. Long day, you venture. None of your business. But he doesn't leave. He crosses to the bar cart, pours himself whiskey, and you watch him over the edge of your book. The Yamamoto deal, you say quietly. I heard that it fell through. His hands tighten on the glass. You spying on me now. My father mentioned it. I'm sorry. I know you worked hard on that. For a moment, something flickers in his expression, but then the walls slam back up. I don't need your pity. It's not pity, it's... What? Understanding? Support. He laughs bitterly. You really think some forced marriage gives you the right to act like you know me? Like you give a damn about anything other than your family's bottom line? That's not fair. Fair, huh? He sets the glass down hard enough that you're surprised it doesn't shatter. You want to talk about fair? I had plans, a life, a future I actually chose. And then our parents decided to play matchmaker with their companies, and suddenly, I'm stuck with a wife I never wanted, living a life I never asked for. Each word was a blade to your heart. You close your book slowly. You think I wanted this. You think this is my dream. Then why are you trying so damn hard? He gestures sharply at you. The breakfast, the flowers, the concerned wife routine. What's the angle? There's no angle. Maybe I'm just trying to make the best of an impossible situation. Maybe I'm tired of living with someone who looks at me like I'm the enemy.
You are the enemy,
He says coldly.
You're the face of every choice that got stolen from me.
The silence that follows is suffocating. You stand, collecting your book.
Fine, I'll stop trying. We can just be two strangers who live in a house together.
You head toward the bedroom, then pause.
But for what it's worth, Katsuki, I never wanted to be your enemy. I just wanted to be your partner.
You don't wait for a response. From then on, you live in a silent apartment. You don't talk to him, and he doesn't talk to you as usual. On a Thursday evening, you're leaving a late meeting across town. Rain pounds the streets, and your driver called in sick. You should call a car service, but you're exhausted and not thinking straight. You'll just drive yourself. It's fine. The roads are slick, visibility poor. You're at an intersection when the other car runs the red light. You don't remember the impact, just the squeal of tires, the sickening crunch of metal, the way the world spins and goes dark. You wake to fluorescent lights and the steady beep of monitors. Your head pounds, and everything hurts you. Mrs. Bakugou, a nurse appears, relief flooding her features.
Thank goodness, how are you feeling?
What happened?
Car accident. You've been unconscious for about 6 hours. You have a concussion, 3 broken ribs, and your left arm is fractured. But you're lucky. It could have been so much worse.
6 hours? You try to process this.
Did someone come?
We contacted your emergency contact, but he hasn't arrived yet. Of course he hasn't. Why would he? You're just the unwanted wife, the face of everything stolen from him.
That's fine,
You whisper.
He's probably busy.
The nurse frowns but doesn't push. Morning comes with pale sunlight through industrial blinds. The doctor checks you over, confirms that you're stable for discharge but need rest.
Is someone coming to pick you up?
She asks. You think about calling your assistant, your father, anyone but him.
I'll arrange something.
You tell her. You're signing discharge papers when the door bursts open. Bakugou stands there, and he looks wrecked. His hair is disheveled, his suit wrinkled like he slept in it, if he slept at all. There are shadows under his eyes, and something wild in his expression.
You're awake,
he says, and his voice cracks in the words. You stare at him.
What are you doing here? What am I? What the hell were you thinking driving in that weather? Where was your freaking driver? Why didn't you call someone?
I didn't think.
No, you didn't. Do you have any idea? When the hospital called, they said there had been an accident, that you are unconscious, and
You what? You ask quietly.
I thought I lost you.
The words come out strangled.
I was in a meeting, and I just left. Didn't even grab my coat. Drove like a maniac to get here, and they wouldn't let me in because they were in imaging. And I've been out of my mind ever since then, for hours thinking that's you.
He breaks off, running both hands through his hair. You've never seen him like this.
Katsuki, don't. Just let me say this because I've been a complete bastard, and you almost died, and I need to. I've been punishing you for a situation neither of us chose. Taking out all my anger and resentment on the one person who was trying to make things bearable. And last night, sitting in that waiting room, all I could think was that the last real conversation we had was me telling you that you were my enemy.
His crimson eyes meet yours, and they're bright with unshed tears.
You're not my enemy. You never were. I was just so angry that I couldn't see it. You still tried. You still kept reaching out, kept trying to build something, anything. and I threw it back in your face every single time.
Katsuki,
When they said that you were in an accident, that you were alone, and I wasn't there. You could have died, thinking I hated you. And the thing is, I don't hate you. Somewhere in the last 3 months, between your terrible breakfast attempts, and those stupid flowers, and the way you always remembered my coffee,
He stopped and swallowed hard.
I'm scared. Because this wasn't supposed to happen. I wasn't supposed to care. But I do. I care so damn much. And I don't know how to do this. This whole husband thing. But I'll try. I want to, if you'll have me.
Your chest aches, and not just from the broken ribs. You reach out with your good hand, and he takes it. The breakfast wasn't that terrible. He laughs, wet and broken.
It was pretty terrible.
Okay, yes, it was terrible. But I can learn.
We can learn.
He corrects.
Together, if you want. If you do forgive me for being such an ass.
You look at him, really do, at the fear, hope, and desperate sincerity in his face.
I forgive you. But on one condition.
Anything. Stop calling this an arrangement. Stop calling it business. If we're doing this, we're doing it for real. Not for our fathers and not for the merger. For us. Something shifts in his expression. Like the sun breaking through the storm clouds.
For us, I can do that. I want to.
He brings your hand to his lips, kisses your knuckles gently.
Let's go home. And we can start over. Do this the right way.
I'd like that. He helps you with the discharge process, arguments with the nurses about protocols, and pain medication with an intensity that would be annoying if it wasn't so clearly born of concern. And his hand never leaves yours, maybe out of fear that you'll go again. And for the first time since he signed those marriage papers, the word together doesn't sound like a present sentence. It sounds like a promise, like the beginning of something real. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And goodbye.